Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Yes, am I audible, all of you, clearly?
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, our today's session is going to be the types of the artificial neural networks. Okay, and before we start with that, we just have the small recap of the part that yesterday we have studied. Okay, so yesterday we have studied regarding the artificial neural network, and then what do you mean by the artificial neuron, its structure, different components in that, various different types of the activation function. This part yesterday we have studied. So we have defined the artificial neural network in the different ways. Okay, like we have defined like it is a ANN considered to be the computing system purely inspired by the biological neural network that constitute the animal brain, or we have defined it like the ANA is based on the collection of the connected units or the processing units or nodes called as the artificial neurons, which are loosely model the neurons in the biological brain. Okay, so in short, we have described the artificial neural network as one of the computing system which is simulating or the copying the human brain and does the analysis and processing of the information just like the human brain does. Okay, and we call it as an artificial neural network because it is being formed by connecting the different kinds of the artificial neurons together. And when the different artificial neurons are get together connected, then it can have the self-learning capability just like the human beings are having the self-learning capabilities with the help of the different kind of the biological neurons, millions, billions of biological neurons which are connected in the human brain. Then we have studied the what exactly this artificial neuron look likes, and that structure we have studied consists of the different kind of inputs. Then the on the input there is a weight, and then its summation, then its output of this summation is given to the activation function. Then activation function generates some value. If that value is greater than the threshold, then the activation function generates particular output. So based on the value generated by the activation function, if it is crossing the threshold or not, based on that the activation function generates the outputs. Okay, and in that one important concept we have studied, that is also the weights on these inputs. So some of you might be having the doubt on this concept, or concept of what exactly the weight is. Okay, so do you want some more explanation on the weight, so that I can clear it here only? What exactly is this weight, or it is clear this part? Yes, do you need the more explanation on this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So is this weight concept is clear, or do we need some example on this so that it can get more clear? Yes,
One
Rohini,
example. One
example.
example.
Okay, so what now this is clear that this is the input. Okay, different kind of data is given. This is clear, this is the input. Okay, which is
Yes,
nothing
sir.
but the various kind of data. And this bias also I told you, it is nothing but the constant value 1, which is used to which is for the purpose of making the your neurons in the activation mode. In order to keep your neurons in the continuous activation mode, the bias value is added. Okay, yeah. Now this, let me give you the example for what exactly this weight is. Now in the learning concept, we have seen, okay, we have seen the different types of learning algorithms. before this. Okay. Now in that we have taken the example. Okay, in case of the first learning algorithm that we have seen, that was the supervised learning algorithm. Okay, in that I have given you the example of different kind of fruits. Okay, you must be remembering, correct? I have given the example of different kind of fruits there. Okay. Now consider these are the different fruits. Okay. Now is these different fruits, can we call it as an input? Suppose this has a banana, correct? This has a banana. These are the cherry, and this has the apple. Okay, like this kind of fruits. Now this particular bucket, okay, this particular bucket with this kind of different fruits, which fruits we have taken? The one banana and apple, cherry, and one more was that grapes. Grapes were there. Okay. Now this particular basket, can we call it as a one kind of input here?
Yes, sir.
This is the input, correct? Now in this input, when you add the label here, like this is what banana, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is apple.
Yes.
This is for example cherry. This is grapes. Now what is this then? When the given input went to the given input, you are adding some extra parameter to that. When you are adding some extra parameter or extra information, or when you are labeling, tagging that inputs, what is the meaning of that? Can you consider it as a weight added to the input? Yes or no? When you label these different inputs, with different parameters, can you call it as a weight or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is this nothing but the weight or not? This labeling that you are doing here, can we consider it as a weight?
Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but the weight. Understood? When you are adding some parameters with some extra information to the particular available input or data, that are being referred as what? Weight. Now when you are adding these parameters to this data, now automatically the strength of the input will increase or not?
Increase.
Increase.
Yes,
And
sir.
that is the reason I have mentioned weight represents the strength of the connection between the units or the artificial neurons. Understood? Now got the concept of weight here?
Yes, sir.
Now can we call this is nothing but the giving the training or making the data as a trained data? Can you call it as a training the data? When you are adding the weights, can you call it as a training the data? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes.
Means here our neuron is learning something. Am I right? Neuron is learning
Yes, sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly. And then after these things are get added, okay, combinedly with the help of summation function, and that is given to the activation function. Which are the types of the activation function? Which are the activation function?
Linear function.
Linear function, then
Non-linear function.
Heavy side.
heavy side
function.
step, and one more is there, sigmoid function is also there. Then what happened then? Yesterday I told you. Next, what happened?
Linear function produces multiple output.
Okay, and for example, consider the activation function. Here is the Heaviside step function. Then
They are
what is the role of the threshold here?
produces binary function.
Threshold. How the activation function decide the output? Or the activation function generate the output by using what we can say with the help of the, how it generate the output with the help of the threshold. What is the role of the threshold here?
Threshold is the one of the value. They
Yes.
are passed, they are excited, encourage the neuron.
Means how the comparison happens here, that is I'm asking.
With the help of positive weight and negative weight.
Yeah, that is correct, but what is the role of the threshold here? What is the relation of the threshold with the value generated by the activation function? Yes. When the activation function will set to the Boolean value 1 according to Heaviside step function, and when the activation function will set to the Boolean value 0. Yes. When it happens. Correct now. What the Heaviside step function does? What is the output according to the Heaviside step function? What output the Heaviside step function generate, and what output the linear function generate?
Linear function generate multiple output.
Okay.
Non-linear function produces 0 and 1 output.
So when the activation function will set to the 0, and when activation function will set to the 1? What is the role of the threshold there? Hmm? If the
Binary
activate,
output.
yes.
Binary output.
Now that is that in order to produce that binary output 1 or 0, there before that some comparison happens.
Conversion of input to output.
Now that is the function of activation function. What I am asking, in order to generate that output, here activation function has to do the comparison with some threshold value. What is that? In short, what I am asking, when the activation function will set its value to 1, and when it sets its value to 0, or if any value generated by the activation function, then it's set to the 1, or then it's set to the 0. What is the role of
Threshold
the
value
threshold?
थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू एक वैल्यू आपण डिसाइड करतो.
It is being decided by that type of complex algorithm. Okay, ठीक है.
जर त्याने थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू पेक्षा जर ती व्हॅल्यू मिनिमम असली तर ते डिऍक्टिव्हेट होतं.
कुठली व्हॅल्यू? If the activation value is greater than the threshold value, then what happens?
Excitatory.
In the sense, activation function is set to the 1. And if the activation function generates the value which is less than threshold, then it's set to the 0. When it's set to the 0, it indicates what? It indicates not to perform that particular certain kind of activity, or it will not generate that particular required output. But when it's set to the 1, it will generate certain output. So that is the different
Output.
things yesterday we have discussed in this concept of the artificial neural network and the what exactly is the artificial neuron is. Now next is our today's part that we are going to discuss, that is the uh, different types of the artificial neural network. Now we are developing the artificial neural network so that the main reason behind that is what? It should replicate the behavior of the human being. It should replicate the behavior of the human being brain, in the sense what? Just like the human brain can do the different, just like the human brain can do the different kind of prediction, it can do the different kind of comparison, identification, calculation, processing, etc., etc. We want that particular artificial agent or the robot should also do the same kind of activity. Now in order to do same kind of activity just like the human being brain, we have to create that particular artificial brain, understood? And we are creating that artificial brain as a artificial neural. That creating of that artificial brain is nothing but considered as what? Artificial neural network. So that artificial brain also able to do the same kind of activity of prediction, identification, generating some output for that, doing comparison, processing, etc., etc. Understood? So for that purpose, we are developing this particular artificial neural network. Okay. Now, processing of this artificial neural network is totally depends on these following three building blocks. Okay, processing of the ANN depends on these three building blocks. In that, first is the network topology, second is the adjustment of weight or the learning, and third is the activation function. Out of these three, this already we have discussed yesterday, and this is also we have discussed yesterday. That is at weight and the, so weight is also considered as a kind of learning or the training, which is being given to that particular neurons. And when we give the training to the neurons, can we say that neuron is learning something? Is it like that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these two building blocks already yesterday we have discussed, the adjustment of weight or the learning and the activation function. Here I have mentioned learning in the artificial neural network is the method of modifying the weight of the connection between the neurons of the specified network. So that weight we have given on each input. Okay, weight that we have given on each input in the previous diagram you must have seen. Okay. Now consider after this at last we get some output. Okay, here lastly we are going to get some output. If this output is incorrect, then what? Tell me. If this output is incorrect, then what? Output can be a correct, output can be incorrect. Prediction done by the artificial neural network can be a correct, it can be incorrect. Yes or no? Also human being prediction also goes wrong sometimes, also it comes true. Yes or no? Or every
Yes,
time
sir.
असं होतं की every time आपलं prediction correctच येतं, output correctच येतं activities, असं होतं का?
No, sir.
The
नाही.
same
No,
thing
sir.
can be happen with the artificial neural network also.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
that's question I am asking. If the prediction goes wrong or output goes wrong, then what? Then we need to modify this weight again, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by the
Yes, sir.
modifying the weight? Modifying the weight is nothing but giving the more training. Am I right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
you need to understand this concept in that way. Okay.
Yes.
So learning in the
Yes.
artificial neural network is the method of modifying the weight of the connection, that is giving training so that the neurons or neural network can learn between the neurons of the specified network. So which are the different ways of learning for the artificial neural network? Or which are the different ways for learning or giving training to the different neurons in the ANN? Using which method we can give training to the ANN? We already discussed that. Different method of learning.
Supervised learning, unsupervised learning,
Correct.
and
So
reinforcement.
here I want to make you one point clear. जर तुम्हाला ANN ला ट्रेन करायचं असेल, This is very important point that these things will help you in the future. So you need to go through the yesterday lecture also once again so that you get more concept clear. So जर तुम्हाला ANN ला ट्रेन करायचं असेल, ANN ला ट्रेन करणं म्हणजे काय? To give the training to the artificial neurons. Yes or no? Because
Yes.
in case of the artificial neural network, if you expect it that it should behave like the human being brain, तर त्याला ट्रेनिंग दिल्याशिवाय ते तसं बिहेव करेल का सांगा मला?
नाही सर.
नाही, त्याला प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग, वी नीड टू गिव्ह द प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग थ्रू द डेटा, थ्रू द डिफरंट मॅथमॅटिकल फंक्शन, कॉम्प्लेक्स अल्गोरिदम एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. कारण त्याच्याकडे नॅचरली अवेलेबल कंपोनंट्स आहेत का ANN कडे? नाहीये. जस्ट लाईक द डेंड्राइट, एक्सॉन असे कंपोनंट आहेत का त्याच्याकडे? नाहीये. सो ओनली वे टू मेक इट लाईक द ह्युमन बीइंग ब्रेन इज नथिंग बट टू ट्रेन इट. अंडरस्टूड? And for the giving the training to the ANN, these different algorithms are present. These are the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, etc. Understood? Keep in mind to give in the future interviews also, you might have to face such kind of question, how you can train the artificial neural network, because this is the recent technology. Okay. So you have to give training to the artificial neural network, and to give training to the artificial neuron, these different kind of learning algorithms can be utilized. Already also we have discussed the activation function also. So here I also mentioned it may be defined as the extra force or effort apply over the input to obtain the exact output. To generate the output from the given input, there is a utilization of various kind of what you can say the activation function. Now, one major building block that is remain, that is today we are going to discuss, that is the network topology. Now, what is the network topology of your computer network? In the computer
Arrangement
network, yes,
arrangement of computers.
exactly,
Means
arrangement
nodes.
of the computers. Mag artificial neural network मध्ये what do you mean by the network topology?
Same. Means neurons.
Instead of that exact computer word that we are using here, we are going to do the proper arrangement of the neurons, artificial neurons, and that is considered as a network topology. So here a network topology is the arrangement of network along with its node and connecting lines. Nodes means what here? What do you mean by the nodes? Meaning of node is what here? Yes, node is nothing but the artificial neuron. Yes or no? Node is considered as artificial neuron or not? Yes, all of you connect again. I think connection was lost.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
So what is the meaning of node here? Nodes. Yes, what do you mean by the nodes? Nodes is just like the artificial
No, sir.
neurons.
Nodes means neurons.
Neurons, node means neurons. Okay.
Yes.
So, so in order to do the proper arrangement of these different artificial neurons, okay, there are the different according to that, how we can do the arrangement of neurons. According to that, there are the different types of artificial neural networks are there. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss here. So here we have the two major types of artificial neural networks. In that, first we can see that is what? Feed forward artificial neural networks, and second, that is the feedback artificial neural network. So out of these two, today we are going to discuss the first one, that is, you can see here, feed forward artificial neural network. Okay. Now, what? So name its name is exactly indicating what does actually it means. Okay. Feed forward in the sense what? Feed forward means, yes, feed forward means what?
Mm,
Hmm?
Feed forward.
Feeding means what? Hmm? What do you mean by the feed?
Provision.
Hmm? Feeding means giving something. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, what we are feeding here?
Provide some.
What we are feeding here? What we are providing here to the ANN?
Yes.
What we are providing? We are providing some input. Yes or no?
Yes.
We are
Input
providing some
information.
data. We are providing some information. Now, that
Yes.
data is going to be travel. That data is going to be travel only in the forward direction. When that data is going to be travel only in the forward direction,
Forward.
then that particular type of artificial neural network is called as what? Feed forward artificial
Feed forward
neural
network.
network. Got the point?
Network.
When the data is going to be travel in the forward direction only, there is a no looping. In short, am I right? There is a no looping, or there is a no feedback. Only the data will move in the forward direction. Then that kind of network is
Yes.
called as what? Feed forward artificial neural network. Same thing I have mentioned. A feed forward neural network is an artificial neural network where the connection between the processing units or artificial neuron do not form cycle. If the data will move forward in the one direction only, is there is a formation of any cycle? No. Yes or no? So when the cycle will form, when there is some feedback from one particular neuron to the
Yes.
previous neuron. Am I right?
Yes.
So is there any kind of feedback in case of the feed forward? No, there is no feedback. Only the data will move in
No.
the single direction. So same point also I have mentioned, the feed forward network was the first and simplest type of, this is the first kind of network in case of the artificial neural network that was designed. Okay. In this network, the information moving only in the one direction forward. That is one direction in the sense only the forward direction, that is from input nodes through the hidden nodes, if the hidden nodes are present, to the output nodes. So there are no cycles or loops are there in this kind of network. The same thing I have shown here. Can you able to see the diagram?
No, sir.
सर स्क्रीन नाही
हो,
दिसत
sir.
आहे.
मग कधी लेक्चर संपल्यावर सांगणार का मला? I was also getting the doubt because I could not able to see that cursor. Okay, let me. Okay, you do one thing, join it again. In 1 minute. Okay.
Okay.
All of you. Now, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this, I hope the first slide is understood. What is meant by
Yes.
the feed forward? There was no diagram. The same concept we have studied. Okay. Now, let's move to the next part. Here you can now you can see the diagram.
Yes.
Okay, now here you can see the feed forward neural network is also, this is also being get divided into the other two main types. And in that first one, we have the single layer feed forward neural network. Okay, and this is the how the feed forward, a single layer feed forward neural network is looking. Yes, is it visible?
Yes.
Now here, yesterday also I told you, network topology is nothing but what, when you group the neurons, with certain arrangement, then that is nothing but we are considering it as a network topology. Okay. Now group here in this you can see that we have grouped the neurons. Understood? Now
Yes.
this grouping of the neurons and their connection establishment, that is called as the single layer feed forward artificial neural network. Now first you need to understand why it is called as a single layer. Okay. Now we can see here, this is the input that in the yesterday also I told you we have the inputs x1 to xn. Now these circles you are observing here,
Yes.
what is this mean by these circles? These are nothing but what,
Group of
your
neurons?
artificial neurons.
Yes.
So as I said, there are billions and millions of neurons are connected. So for just as a sake of example, some neurons are shown here, and inside that you can see some shaded portion is there. Yes. Now this
Yes.
shaded portion is nothing but the weight. These are nothing but what? Weights.
Wait.
Weights on each particular inputs.
Neuron.
Okay. Now which is this layer? This is the input layer. What? This is just called as what? The input
Input.
and you can see another layer we are having, that is the output layer here. Yes, all of you can see.
Yes.
And output layer is also having the neurons available. But is in the output layer, is there any weights are there?
No.
No, because output layer, what is the functionality of the input layer and what is the functionality of the output layer? Can you tell me? Also, you can see each of these neurons of the input layer is connected to all the neurons of the output layer. You can check it.
Yes. Yes. All.
That is nothing but the formation of the network, artificial neural network. So these are also. So what I'm asking, can you tell me the functionality of input layer and functionality of the output layer from the discussion that we are doing from the yesterday? What can be the functionality of the input layer and functionality of the output layer? Now, where will be the activation function
So
present?
input layer neurons are
Yes. Carry on.
in between. In between output layer.
What I'm asking, what is the functionality of the input layer?
Are who only pass, not make
Exactly.
computation.
Exactly. So input layer functionality here is what? To just take the input data and distribute that input data to the different neurons. Got the point? That is only the functionality
Yes.
of the input layers and the neurons which is part of the input layer. Now functionality of the output layer is what? To perform the actual computation and generate the output.
Output.
Understood?
Yes.
So whatever
Yes.
the neurons are there, whether neurons is the part of the input layer or the part of the output layer, each of these neurons is going to have the activation functions. The functions of the activation function present in the input layer, the role of that activation function might be the different as compared with the activation function that will be present in the output layer. But as we are discussing, as the neurons comes, each of these neurons is going to have the some activation functions. Understood? So only the here actual task of generating the output, is being done by how many layers?
Single.
Single
One.
layer, and that is the reason it is being referred as what? The single layer feed forward neural network. Tumhala, can you able to see any backward arrow here like these?
No.
No, means there is a no feedback coming from the output layer to the previous layer, and that is the reason it is called as the feed forward neural network. Okay, so same points I have mentioned here. The most common structure of connecting the neurons into the network is by the layers. So When you are this particular arrangement of connecting the neurons in the network is called as what? The layer structure. Okay, so these are the networks without cycle or without any feedback loops, hence they are called as the feed forward networks. And feed forward network is also referred by the another important name on which the question might be asked in the different way, that is the perceptrons, or note might be asked, write a note on the perceptrons. So another name for the feed forward network is what? Perceptrons. Okay, keep in mind. Let's move forward. So the portion already where I have explained you, but it is just written in the theoretical way. I have written it in the theoretical way. The shaded nodes on the left hand side are called as the input layers, means this part. The input layer function is to only pass and distribute the inputs. Inputs is nothing but the source data of set of real values, etc., and perform no computation. Only the true layer or the main layer of neuron is on the right hand side, that is this one, is the output layer. Each of input like x1, x2, x3 up to xn is connected to the every artificial neurons in the output layer through the connection weights. On this each connection there used to be the weight used to be there. Since every value of output, that is y1, y2, is calculated from the same set of input values, the each output is going to be a different because of the connection weights based on the training given to that particular nodes. Okay, so each neurons is having some numeric weight, that I told you. Each input is going to have some weight. The weight together with the activation function, the weight plus the activation function define the or decide neurons output. Correct? That already we have discussed previously. By summation function and output of the summation function given to the activation function. So these all activities happen in each of these neurons. Okay, these all the activities happen in each of the neurons. So neural networks are trained by with the help of the weight. This is important, that already I explained. Right? Neural networks are trained with the help of the weights, and these weights are being utilized in different training algorithms or the learning algorithm, like the supervised, unsupervised, etc., etc. Okay, so these parts we are studying in the pieces. You are getting this part related to the artificial neural network or the artificial intelligence we are discussing in the pieces, because that is the reason I am connecting the different concepts together. Before we have discussed this learning algorithms, here we have to see its reference key the learning algorithm la. If you want to give the training to the neurons with the help of the learning algorithms, that particular parameters are considered as what? The with the help of the weights. Okay, so neural network generate their prediction in the form of the set of the real values or the Boolean decision, like zeros and 1. If you use the Heaviside step function, output will be get generated in the form of the zeros and 1, and accordingly the result of the prediction is get decided. So same point I have mentioned, neural network generate their prediction in the form of the set of the real values or the Boolean decision. Each output value is generated by one of neuron is in the output layer. So that is the functionality of the output layer to generate the certain outputs. Okay. Also, similar points I have mentioned that already we have discussed. The sum of the product of the weights and the input. Sum of the product of the weight and the input is calculated in each node. Understood what I said? Each neuron is having the activation function. So here I have mentioned the sum of the product of the weights and the input is calculated in each node, and if the value is above some threshold, then the neuron fires and takes the activated value, otherwise it takes the deactivated value. Okay, that point already we have discussed. Based on the value generated by the activation function, if it is crossing the threshold value, then it takes some different Boolean value. If it is not crossing that threshold value, it takes the value as a 0, and based on this the action is get decided. Okay, and let's here see. So understood, that was the previous one, single layer feed forward network. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Second category is the multi-layer feed forward artificial neural network. Now, while discussing the previous one, okay, here I have mentioned this important point. Single layer feed forward network, it is effective to perform the simple activities, but not so effective to perform the complex kind of activities. Now you have to tell me what do you mean by the simple kind of activities and what do you mean by the complex kind of activities that can be performed by the artificial neural network or that can be performed by the artificial brain. Because here I have mentioned the multi-layer feed-forward neural network, effective to perform the simple activities as well as effective to perform the complex kind of activities. And that is nothing but the simple difference between these two types of neural networks. Which one? Single layer feed-forward and the multi-layer feed-forward. Now my question to you, what do you mean by the simple kind of activities and the complex kind of activities? Yes. Understood what I am asking?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Try to answer me with some example. Now,
So जर
yes.
आपण हे एक्झाम्पल सर आपण हे एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, सपोज ऍडिशन करायची 1+2, इट इज सिम्पल ऍक्टिव्हिटी. बट आपल्याला जर एखादं एक्सप्रेशन दिलेलं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये मल्टिप्लिकेशन, डिव्हिजन, सबस्ट्रॅक्शन, ऍडिशन दिलेलं आहे, ते एका वेने सॉल्व्ह करायचं असतं, म्हणजे पर्टिक्युलर कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्झाम्पल.
Very good try. I just modified your example. Ki simple activities,
Yes.
you can see that doing the different kind of calculations. Barabar. This is the one activity.
Yes.
And I give the another activity. I give you some picture in front of you, and you have to identify
Yes.
whether that picture is of the man or woman. That is my second activity. Which is the more complex activity? Doing the calculation. Doing the calculation or identifying.
Calculation is complex. Sorry. Just
Yes.
Easy.
Recognizing the images versus doing calculation, which is the difficult task.
Calculation.
स्वतःच example घ्या ना तुम्ही. If I give you the example, do the calculation of 2 + 3 + 4 5 like this, and if I put some images in front of you, okay, then which task you will think is a complex activity?
Calculation is complex activity.
Calculation is complex. Yes. Now in case of the human being, we might find the calculation is the complex activity. Correct.
Yes.
But if you try to think with respect to the machine,
Yes.
then we
Machine.
cannot say
right.
that calculation is the complex activity. Correct or not?
Yes. Yes.
Barabar
Yes.
na? So here in this example, doing the calculation versus recognizing some image. What? Doing the calculation versus recognizing some image. In this case, recognizing some image is considered with the complex activity for the machine. Correct or not?
Yes.
And
Yes,
now when you are performing some simple activity versus some complex activity, while performing the simple activity versus the complex activity, while performing which activity, you have to put more pressure on your brain?
Complex activity.
Exactly. Okay, it's a kind of common sense. When you are performing the more complex activity, you have to put more
Yes.
pressure on your brain. Am I right?
Yes.
Means
Yes.
you have to assign the work to the more neurons. Is it like that?
Yes.
Correct or not? And similar is this thing here. If you want to do the more complex computation, if you want to do the more complex activities, in that case, the number of neurons has to be increased. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Means if you want to perform the more complex computation, you know, to perform them activity within a less time, or we know to perform that activity fastly, what you need the more number of neurons.
Yes, sir.
so that you can divide that work into the more number of neurons. Yes or no? If you divide that activity in more number of neurons, definitely you are going to get the result fastly and more correctly. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that is nothing but the multi-layer feed-forward network. This is look like this. Similarly, similar to the previous one, we have the first layer, that is the input layer, whose task is just to take the input and distribute that input to the different neurons. But the structure gets changed here as compared with the previous one. You can see here there is an extra layer is added, that is called as the hidden layer. Understood? Now this hidden layer you can compare with the input layer. What difference you are observing? What can be the work of the hidden layer then? Can anybody tell me?
Computation.
एक्झॅक्टली की अगोदरच्या याच्यामध्ये आउटपुट लेअरवर कुठली लेअर आउटपुट जनरेशनचं काम करत होती? आउटपुट लेअर. तर आता इथं इन ऑर्डर टू सपोर्ट द आउटपुट लेअर व I have just shown one hidden layer. There can be the
Yes.
multiple hidden layer. This dotted structure you can see here. There can
Yes.
be the more than one hidden layer. So to support the work of the output layer, there is a one extra. There is a more than one or more than one hidden layer can be added. And when this thing happens, then that kind of network is called as what? The multi-layer feed-forward network. Simple. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that is called as the multi-layer feed forward, and it is look like this. Okay. So same thing I have put in the theoretical way. To achieve the higher level of computational capabilities, a more complex structure of neural network is required. Now this structure is more complex as compared with the previous structure. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Definitely the structure will go on becoming more complex when you have to perform the more complex activities. Neurons will increase the way you want to perform the more complex activities. So the figure above shows the multi-layer neural network which distinguishes itself from the single layer network by having more than one or
Hidden
more
layer.
hidden layers. Okay. And so here also I have mentioned specifically about the hidden layer. Hidden layer allows for the function of neural network to be broken down into the specific transformation of data. What do you mean by this? Hidden layer allow for the function of neural network to be broken down. Means what? की अगोदर जे आउटपुट जनरेशनचं काम एकच लेअर करत होती, हे दिस टास्क कॅन बी ब्रोकन डाऊन अँड सम ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ आउटपुट जनरेशन कॅन बी असाइन्ड टू द हिडन लेअर. इज दॅट द मिनिंग ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट? यस.
Yes.
की अगोदर एकच लेअर आउटपुट जनरेशनचं काम करत होती, दॅट वर्क इज ब्रोकन डाऊन इन टू द more layers here that is being done with the help of the hidden layer. Understood? So more the complex activity to be performed, more complex computation to be performed,
Yes.
more the number of hidden layers can be utilized. So number of neurons get increased with increase in the number of inputs, hidden layers and the output layers. Okay. Now it is totally dependent on the designer of the artificial neural network. It is totally dependent on our designer of the artificial neural network, that he has to consider how many hidden layers are required depending on the complexity in the desired computation. So those who is designing the artificial neural network, he has to decide how many hidden layers he should add in that network of the artificial neural network. Understood this? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this here comes our last point, that is the simple advantage, and there can be the more advantage and disadvantage. Just I have put the some just for your sake of understanding, I have just put one or two here. So main advantage of this feed forward neural network is nothing but the faster computation. Can the faster computation can be achieved? Yes, because there is a no feedback. Correct or not?
Yes.
There is a no feedback. That's why the straightforward way fast computation can be
Yes.
achieved. Disadvantage can be what? No feedback. Now why we can consider the no feedback as a disadvantage, that tomorrow we will discuss. You have to just keep in mind no feedback can be considered as a disadvantage for the feed forward neural network. And another important point that you should keep in mind, which we are going to refer in the next type of the artificial neural network, which is remaining, is what? Feedback neural network. Yes or no? Second main category is what? Feedback neural network. So here, two disadvantage we are having, that is no feedback and no memory element available. What do you mean by the no memory element available? Yes, no memory element available means what?
नाही म्हणजे काही स्टोर नाही होत, सेव्ह नाही होत, फीड फॉरवर्ड.
Nothing is getting stored here. In case of this
Sir,
kind of network, nothing is getting stored. And if nothing is getting stored, then how can you do the feedbacking? If the nothing is getting stored, you cannot refer the previous neuron. Yes or no? Because in the previous neuron, nothing is getting stored after performing some particular activity. Is it like that? As no memory element is available, so nothing will get stored. Correct or not?
Yes.
So that is also the disadvantage of feed forward neural network. There is a no memory element
Yes, sir.
available. Now, what is the use of the memory element available? What do you think? What will happen if the memory element would have been available here? Memory element available असता तर काय झालं असतं? Available of the memory element.
Computation स्टोर डायरेक्टली झालं असतं सर.
स्टोअर केले गेले असते, बरोबर. म्हणजे आता इथं जे काय कम्प्युटेशन झालं किंवा इथं जो इनपुट डेटा, या सगळ्या गोष्टी स्टोअर झाल्या असत्या, बरोबर. दॅट इज द वन थिंग. आणि हे स्टोअर झालेल्या गोष्टी कशासाठी यूज करता आल्या असत्या? याचं काय युटिलायझेशन, याचं यूज काय होईल? फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आता इथं आउटपुट जनरेट होईल, बरोबर. करेक्ट. आता इथं जे आउटपुट जनरेट होईल, हे आउटपुट किंवा हे जे प्रिडिक्शन, हे एव्हरी टाइम करेक्टच येईल असं आहे का?
नाही.
मग सपोज इनकरेक्ट आलं तर आपण प्रिव्हियस, कॅन वी गो बॅक अँड सी व्हॉट वॉज गो रॉंग? बरोबर ना. पण हे इथं अवेलेबल आहे का? नाही. आता इथं मी तुम्हाला फीडबॅक पण ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन केलंय, बट विल सी इट इन द ऍक्च्युअल डायग्राम एटसेट्रा. हिअर यू हॅव टू जस्ट कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन की नो फीडबॅक इज देअर and no memory element is available. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's it from the today's lecture. We will see the remaining next time.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all of you.